Good morning, everybody. Welcome. This is yoga today. My name is Mitzi. If you don't already have a towel handy, I'd ask that you please grab one. It is to do some of our postures where we can't reach. So a towel works, a strap works, a tie, an old tie or a belt works as well. So anything, a hand towel that you can reach down and grab. We're not going to need it right away, but it's nice to have handy for later if you do need it. And so once you grab that, if you could set that off to the side, and then we're going to begin today in seated position or seated Sukhasana for right now. And we're going to start with some deep breaths. So I'll give you a moment or two to grab what you need, and then if you could, come on down. So today we're going to begin our practice actually in a moment lying down, all the way down, and then we'll transition to our seated postures and then to our prone postures. Then we'll do a standing sequence, and then we'll come back down to the floor and finish all of the rest of the class on the floor. All right, so I'm going to turn sideways. If you would join me, I'm just turning sideways so that you can see better, but you can stay facing front if you like. And we're going to start lying all the way down. So go ahead and roll yourself on down and take your feet in about hip distance apart so that your feet are flat on the floor, your knees are in line with your hips. You can place your hands across your abdomen and spread your fingers apart nice and wide. And then please close your eyes for just a moment, and we'll start with the breath. We always start yoga by stopping, right? Pausing for a moment to tune into your body and to tune into your breath. So take a nice, slow, deep inhale through your nose and notice where the breath flows. The more relaxed we become, the more we'll naturally breathe deeper into our abdomen. The more stressed and rushed and tight we are, the more shallow we breathe into our chest. So I'm encouraging you today to slow down for a minute, to relax and quiet your thoughts in your mind, and just allow that breath to flow as deeply as possible. See if you can feel the soft rise of your abdomen up into your hands as you inhale, and feel it release down towards the floor, towards your spine as you exhale. And then see if you can hear your breath. Kind of turn up the volume a little bit, like the air flowing through a wind tunnel. As you inhale, like you're saying ah, A-H, ah. Hearing the sound that the breath makes when it hits the back of your throat. Let's do that a couple more times. And while you're lying here, I want you to take a moment to think about how you're feeling this morning. If there are any areas of your body that you need to be careful with or protect, please remind yourself that it's okay to back out of any posture or to modify any posture if you need to. We are all different, so please listen to your body and just do what feels good today. And do what you can. I want you to keep that breath going, but I want you to take your right heel and lift it and lower it. So just lift and lower it, like you're doing a little bitty calf raise. Good, then take those right toes and lift and lower. So you're doing a little toe tap, kind of warming up the shin, warming up the ankle. Good, then lift the foot off the ground and circle those toes around. And circle the other direction. And then set that foot flat. Let's try the other side. Left heel, lift and lower. Little calf raise, squeezing the back of your leg. Good, then lift the toes up and down. Warming up our shin. Continue those deep breaths. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you wish, or you can open it if that's more comfortable for you. Lift the left foot off the ground, circle the toes around, and then circle the other direction. Very nice. Take your feet a little wider than your hips now, and extend your arms out to the side like T, palms facing up. Windshield wiper your legs over to the right side, bringing your left knee towards your right heel, tipping or oscillating your head to the left. And switch, legs go to the left, look to your right. Good, we'll do that a couple of times. Take those legs to the right, tip your head, look to your left. Feeling a good stretch there through the side of your torso and back. And switch, legs to the left, look to your right. And bring the legs to center. Please draw your knees in one at a time into your chest. And if it feels good, wrap your hands around the bottoms of your legs, giving yourself a little hug here. And then circle those legs around. Draw a little circle on your spine. And then circle the other direction. And hold it center, please. Let's take and lengthen our left leg down the length of our mat. Keep the right leg in, point the toes, and try not to touch the floor with your left leg unless you have to. Good, and then pull it in and switch. Warming up those legs, but also the abs here as well. And switch, pull the right knee in, left leg lengthens, and switch, pull the left knee in. Let's do that 4 more times, please. Right leg in, and left. Nice breath here. Right leg one more time. And left. Beautiful. Take both legs now back into that bent knee position. Readjust so your spine feels nice and straight. Palms flat to the floor. Let's bridge up. Take and lift your hips, drawing up, rolling your shoulder blades back and open. And then slowly tap the glutes back to the floor. We'll do that again. Deep breath, inhale, press firmly into the bottoms of your feet evenly. Contracting the glutes and the hamstrings, and slowly lower down. 2 more times, please. Deep breath, inhale, lift and squeeze. And exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift and squeeze. Let's warm up our shoulders a little bit. Take a deep breath, reach your arms over your head, and then like a snow angel, rotate those arms or slide those arms down to your hips. Again, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring them down. So we're making a nice big circle here. 1 more time, please. And then let's reverse those. Bring them out to the side first, and then lift them up and back down to where they started. Scoop them out to the side. Exhale down. 2 more times. Scoop it to the side. Exhale down. Last time, scoop it to the side. Exhale. Reach your arms straight to the sky. Now turn your palms so they face each other. I want you to reach your hands a little higher and see if you can press the middle of your back into your mat. Then exhale and draw your shoulders back and see if you can imagine squeezing your shoulder blades together and feel the center of your spine lift. Again, inhale, open those shoulder blades. We call that protraction of the scapula. And then exhale and retract the scapula, squeeze it together. 1 more time, please open. This is great for our posture. And exhale and pull it in. Very nice, my friends. Take a deep breath, inhale, and bend those knees in. Now I'm going to give you a couple choices. You can either bring one knee in and gently rock yourself up and wait there for us. But if you can, I'm going to ask you to tuck into a little ball, lift your nose, and rock up, and then roll back down. And do that 3 times. And again, if that causes you any pain in your back, please feel free to just come up and stay there for a moment. 1 more time, please, and then we'll all join up together in this up position. Lift your chest now and extend your arms. Drop those shoulders away from your ears, and we'll find boat's pose. So you may choose to stay here if you like. If you're able, let's take those hands and reach them forward. Waking our abdominal muscles up. If you're able, take and lift your feet up off the ground as well. Nice deep breath here, inhaling through your nose and exhaling out. 1 more time, please. And fantastic. Take those hands now and grab your backs of your hamstrings and just round your spine and let your chin drop into your chest and feel that stretch across your upper back and across the back of your neck. Please take a deep breath. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and now open your knees to the forward into a butterfly pose. And then we'll repeat those again. Lift the knees together, grab the backs of your legs, round over your tail, tuck your chin, feel the center of your back stretching apart. Deep breath, inhale, lift up, open the knees to the side, and let's find that inner thigh / groin stretch. One more time, deep breath, inhale, bend those knees in, roll over your tail, drawing your chin into your chest, so we feel the middle of our back opening. Good, and hold that, please. Nice deep breaths. Good, then inhale, come up to a straight spine, and exhale and fold forward into butterfly. And then rise up, and let's come to a seated position. We call that Sukhasana, where we started our very beginning of class here. Legs crisscrossed in front. Find your sits bones, roll until you feel those two bony parts in your back side. Now we need to take and just give me a couple of shoulder rolls up to the ears and down and back. Inhale and exhale, and then roll them forward up to the ears and forward and back. Good, now lift them straight up and let them set back down. Deep breath, let's reach our arms to the sky, and at the top, interlace your fingers and see if you can press up a little higher towards the sky or towards the ceiling, lengthening through our rib cage and through our lats. Exhale, we bring those arms down. Keep your right hand on the ground, and let's reach our left arm all the way up and over, tipping your head if you can to look up to that top arm. Good, and release it. Let's switch sides, reaching and lengthening. Feels so good to do this first thing in the morning, doesn't it? Get rid of some of that tightness that we got from sleeping funny, right? Inhale, those arms go back to the sky. Let's repeat. Press the palms up, really stretch tall. Lift through your abdominal muscles. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Left arm drops this time first. Right arm reaches up and over, opening up through your chest and through your rib cage. And switch sides, reaching up and over. And come to middle. Rotate the spine now to your right, bringing your left hand to the outside of that right leg. Gently press and look past your back right shoulder. And then switch sides. Looking past that shoulder, getting through some ranges of motion here, not holding it too long. We'll hold it longer at the end. Switch sides, please. Rotate, lifting through the rib cage. And one more time, reach and rotate. Fantastic. Let's get to a kneeling position now. Swing your legs around behind you so that you're coming up to all fours. We call that a quadruped position, on all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide. Make sure your knees are hip distance apart and right underneath your hips. We'll lengthen the back and arch the spine into what we call cow, like the back of a cow. And then exhale, pull your belly button up and in and round up into cat. And let's repeat that a few times. Nice deep breath. Inhale, tip your tailbone, look forward, open your heart. Exhale, tuck your chin, pull your abs in tight, and round to peel the shoulder blades apart. 2 more times, please. Deep breath. Inhale, lengthen, moving your spine. And exhale, rounding the spine. A mobile spine is a healthy spine, so let's keep it mobile. One more time. Lengthen, tip that tail, look forward. And exhale, round the spine, look back. Inhale, come to neutral. And now what I want you to do is imagine your tailbone is like a tail of a dog. It's called wagging tail. We're going to wag our tail to our left and look over our left shoulder. So you're tipping your pelvis slightly to the left, feeling the stretch to the right side of your torso. And then wag your tail to the right, look over your right shoulder. Let's do that one more time. So you're moving the spine laterally, moving your pelvis laterally to the left, looking to the left. and then to the right. Beautiful. Let's come to neutral. Find child's pose. Sit your tail back. Reach your fingertips forward. Inhale, come forward into plank. Reach the crown of your head out. Engage your abs. Let's do it again. Exhale, sit back into child's pose as far as you can. Inhale, lengthen forward into plank. Head forward to the hands, bracing your abdominal muscles. Good. So this is option 1. I'm going to progress this. So if you need to stay here or come back to this, I welcome you to do so. Sit back and push forward. Now instead of child's pose, if you'd like to try, tuck your toes and find down dog. If you have any glaucoma issues or anything else that causes you to feel uncomfortable upside down, stay with child's pose, please. Inhale, come to plank. You may drop your knees here if you need to. Exhale into child's pose or down dog. Push back. 2 more times. Inhale into plank. Waking up our shoulders, waking up our abdominal muscles. Press back. 1 last time. Inhale, come forward, bracing those abs. Exhale, push back. Good. Everyone drop to the knees, back to quadruped, hands in under the shoulders. Extend your right leg back. Flex the ankle, push straight back as if your leg pressing the wall away from you. Slide the knee down and switch. Left leg goes back, extend. This is option 1. Let's do it again. Right leg pushes back, press. Of course, you can stay with just the legs if you like. If you can, we're going to add the opposite arm from the leg. So right leg goes back as your left arm reaches forward. Thumb up, chin is still in and looking down in front of you. Lower it down, switch sides, right arm, left leg extends. Abdominal muscles brace. Release it down. 2 more times, please. Left arm, right leg reaches. And release last time, right arm, left leg, extend. Very nice, my friends. Go ahead now, tuck those toes, roll back to your feet, coming into a forward fold. And again, if being upside down is not good for you, come up halfway, and that's as far as you'll fold today. But if you can, tuck that chin, shake your head up and down, side to side. And then we'll all just go ahead and pedal our knees a little here from side to side, feeling that stretch up our hamstrings. Please remember your hands don't have to touch the floor in a forward fold. Maybe your hands are on your shins. Maybe they're up here on your thighs, right? Just listen to your body stretch as far as you can comfortably for you. Good, then take both of your knees and bend them, and everyone slide their hands up to their thighs. We'll arch the back like we did in cow, looking forward. Then we'll round our spine 1 vertebrae at a time and come up nice and slow. And roll those shoulders back. I'm going to face you for the next part. I'm going to take our feet hip distance apart, and we're going to slide our hands up into like 2 stop signs facing each other. We're going to rotate right and left and right, then lift your left heel, lift. Let's try the other way. We rotate right, left, right, and lift the right heel. Good, so we go 1, 2, 3, lift, 1, 2, lift, 1, 2, so I cut that down a little bit, 1, 2, lift the heel, 1, 2, so we're starting to move a little bit faster here to get us through the last part of our warm-up. Pull. So this is option 1, rotate. Your small rotations, it's like from 10 to 2. Good, feel the rib cage. If you want to make this harder, knee comes up, 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. And that requires a bit of balance, shifting of the weight. If that's too much for you today, just go back to the heel or stay with it. 1, 2, lift, 1, 2. 2 more times, 1, 2. Last time, 1, 2, good. Plant both of your feet flat. Deep breath, inhale, reach the arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold over your legs. Inhale, we lift up halfway. Everyone extend your back out straight and then release it. Inhale, bend the knees. We reach and rise, pushing the hips forward, looking up into gentle back bend. Exhale, close the arms. We're just going to do 2 more of those. These are called half salutations, right? It's just the upper half of the salutation so that we don't have to get up and down off the floor too much. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale, we let it go. Inhale, bend the knees and rise, pushing an arch back, and exhale and close. Last time, please. Deep, nice deep breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, we fold over our legs, tucking the chin in. Inhale, we extend the back and lengthen. Exhale, we float back down. Inhale, we reach up to the sky, extend the spine, and exhale. Good. I hope you feel like your joints are a little bit looser, muscles a little bit warm. We're going to go ahead and grab my towel next. So if you have one or something close by, please grab it. And we're going to take it behind our back, and you're just going to hold it about shoulder distance apart or a little closer if that feels more comfortable for you. Feet hip distance apart. I want you to lift those arms up now, pulling the towel or that strap apart with your hands, and feel the stretch across your chest, across your shoulders. Nice deep breath here. Please feel free to stay upright. So if you don't like to be upside down, you're going to stay right here for a moment. If it feels good for you today, go ahead and fold over your legs. Again, pulling that towel apart with your hands, feeling this wonderful stretch across your chest and shoulders. If you are folded like me, try to let your chin drop in and let the crown of your head hang so that your neck feels release as well. And as you hold, you might find that you can extend the arms up a little bit further, but just let it happen naturally as those shoulders begin to release and open. Please take a nice deep breath in and out. Today we're doing a nice slow flowing yoga class. So each and every posture that we do today, we're going to hold for about 3 to 5 breaths. So I want you to get comfortable in each posture and really feel the benefit of each and every stretch. If you're folded with me, go ahead and bring your hands back down. Soften the knees, lift the head, and rise. Good. We'll all take our right foot forward and step our left foot back. So you're turning the foot out just a hair. Then we're at the back foot, that is. The front foot should face straight ahead. Your right arm is going to reach down your back with that towel and take your left hand up your back and see if you can grab that towel or that strap. Head stays looking straight ahead. Bend your front knee and see if you can press a little deeper into Warrior One. We firm that back heel, firm that back thigh, squeeze your back glute, pushing it forward, and maybe you might find a hip flex or stretch there in that back leg. Once again, we'll take a nice deep breath here. Inhale through your nose and exhale out. And if you find that you can deepen the stretch, feel free to inch your hands a little closer together. One more breath, please. Fantastic. Release the arms. You may set your towel down for a moment. We won't need it for a little bit till we get to the other side. Roll those shoulders back a few times. Keep this front leg bent. Place your left hand across the outside of that right leg. Reach your right arm to the sky and look off at that 45-degree angle, rotating your body. And of course, you can stay right here in this more upright position. If you feel like you want to get a little lower, bring your elbow to the thigh and look more to the side. So you're looking out to the right side. So either of those positions is fine, wherever you feel the best, wherever you feel the stretch the most. Please take one more deep breath here. And then we'll reach both arms up and we'll pivot. We're going to turn our toes out, so you're looking to the side now. And we're going to take and bend those knees into goddess pose. And I want you to draw your elbows down like a W. And try to open your knees towards your pinky toes. Turn your tailbone down and lift your heart up, pulling your abs in. Let your elbows pull back, retracting your shoulder blades here and opening up your heart. And then ask yourself, is this as low as I can get? Maybe we can get another inch. See what you have. You want to feel the strengthening going on in your thighs. So really see if you can find those quadriceps. Breathe in through your nose and out. Like you're saying ah on the inhale and ha, H-A, ha on your exhale. One more breath, hold on. And then reach up to the sky, release those legs. Turn your toes straight forward so they're facing the same direction as your heels. And then let's fold over our legs. Now you can choose to bring your hands to your thighs, to your shins, ankles, or even to the floor. Let your head shake out. So we get this nice hamstring and lower back stretch. Relax your shoulders. And then walk it over to your right leg. Square it up to the right leg and maybe bring your head just past your right leg. And you might feel a piriformis stretch in addition to your hamstring stretch. Some of you may also feel a little stretch in your left inner thigh as well. Nice deep breath here. Feeling that come all the way down from your low back, around the glute, into the hamstring. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Walk it over to your left side, bringing your nose towards your knee. Remember, you can be more upright here if you need to. Just pick your head up, straighten your back out a little bit, and think about bending your chest down. Good, so if that's too much blood flow to your head, makes you not feel as good, that's how you modify that. Good job. Bring it back to the center now. Bend both of your knees. Walk your hands up to your thighs. And then round your spine and come up nice and slow. Good. Chest up. We're going to take our right toes only and turn them sideways now. So your feet look like 3 o'clock or 9 o'clock, I guess, in this case, right? Arm, one front, one back. Going into warrior two, bend your front right knee. Looking out over your right fingers. And if you want to make this harder, inchworm your feet further apart. Let that left arm pull back and open through your chest and through that back shoulder. Getting as low as we can, sinking down and breathing. Holding steady with our arms, drawing up through our abs. Beautiful. We'll keep that front leg bent, but now reach up to the sky. Let your left arm drop to your back left thigh. Turn your right palm so it faces in so you can see it if you were to look up. Keep pressing down and through your right leg as we lengthen through our right rib cage, letting our right shoulder relax down as well. If you need a deeper stretch, feel free to reach further back. Come to neutral. Now we'll straighten out both of our legs. Shift your hips to the left. Reach to the right. Lower your right hand down and open your left arm to the sky. Remember, we want to make sure our shoulder blades stay back. So I would rather that you're up high and open than if you get down low and have to move the shoulder forward. So try to line up those shoulders. If it bothers your top arm to be extended, bring it down to your lower back, but stay open through our back. Soften your eyes and just breathe. This is called triangle pose or Trikonasana. Feeling that space between your left rib cage and left hip. And try to create more space there. Let's reverse our triangle. Use your abdominal muscles to pull you up. Keep your legs where they're at, but now reach backwards. So it's very similar to the one we did prior to this. However, now our legs are straight. So it becomes reverse triangle instead of reverse warrior. Reaching again through the right rib cage, pulling up through our abs. We need back extension in our life. We get too much flexion in daily life and not enough extension. So it's very healthy for our spine, for our muscles that surround our spine. Come to center, release the arms. Take your back foot, soften your front knee first. Take your back foot now and turn it so now your hips face the same direction as your toes. Then gently tip or hinge from your hips, bringing your hand to your thigh, to your shin, or if you have the flexibility, to the floor. Lengthen out through your back and try to make your legs as straight as possible. So we feel this in our right hamstring. This is called pyramid pose. Please take a deep breath in through your nose and a nice slow exhale back out. Again, ah and ha, ah on the inhale, ha on the exhale. Relax those shoulders. And then I want you to try tipping your hips right to left. Just kind of swaying them from side to side and see if that pulls you into the stretch a little bit deeper. And then hold it and breathe. Fantastic. Soften your right knee, draw your abs in, reach your arms out to the side. Lift your back heel and slide it in. And you can stay right there if you need to. If you can, pick your back foot up, right knee is slightly bent. And then of course, if you want to go further, hip hinge as far as you can into Warrior 3. Warrior 3 today, we have airplane arms. That means our arms are out to the side like wings to help us balance. Of course, you're welcome to use a wall or a chair here if you need to. Nice deep breaths here. And don't worry if you lose your balance, reset yourself and try again. You do want to feel like you're fighting for your balance because you want to feel the work. You just want to make sure you're in a safe place to do so. Last breath. Whew, and come up. Those balance exercises are some of the toughest ones, aren't they? I want you to go ahead and pedal your knees from side to side. And we're going to loosen up our back like we did in the warm-up. Hands up, palms facing each other. We go 1, 2, lift the heel. 1, 2, lift the right heel. 1, 2, turn. 1, 2, or knee lift. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, knee. So you choose heel or knee. Use your abs. We're working our core when we do this exercise. You don't have to get down to the floor and do crunches to work your abdominal muscles. There are lots and lots of ways to work them. This is one of them. 2 more times. 1, 2, squeeze. Last time. 1, 2, and breathe in. Reach up. Forward fold. Half salutation. Dive out over your legs. Chin into your chest. Inhale, lift up halfway. Extend your back. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, bend the knees and reach to the sky, pushing your hips forward. Exhale, close the arms. One more time, deep breath, inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold over your legs, dropping your nose to your knees. Inhale, lift up halfway, extend the back. And exhale, lower. Inhale, bend the knees and reach up to the sky. And exhale and close. All right, we're going to do the other side, so you'll want to grab your towel again. I'm going to face the other way, that way you'll still be able to see well. So we're going to take our hands, again, grab the towel, place it behind you, or whatever apparatus you have to hold on to, and then lift your arms as high as you can, pulling the towel apart. So imagine you're trying to pull the towel taut, so it's tight. Open up through your chest and through your shoulders and take a breath. Relax your eyes, soften your jaw and your cheeks. You're welcome to stay upright right here, or if you'd like to join me, now we fold over our legs, letting our arms relax, letting the shoulders release. Let your chin fold into your chest, let your head shake out. Release the hands back down, bend your knees if you're folded, and then we'll all come up nice and slow. Release the towel, step your left foot forward this time, and your right foot back. Left foot forward, right foot back, turning the heel back a little bit so the back foot is just rotated out slightly. We take our left hand now down our back and grab the towel with our right hand underneath us. Bend your front knee if you can, pressing into Warrior One. This is Warrior One with cow face arms. So we're stretching the tricep on the top arm and the shoulder on the bottom arm. So inchworm your hands as close together as you can, but please make sure your back stays straight and your head is lifted. So our neck is nice and long and lined up with our spine. Bend that front knee as much as you can. Again, firming our back glute, pressing it forward to open our right hip flexor. Nice deep breath here. Inhale through your nose and exhale it out. One more time. Excellent. Release the towel. You can set it down for a moment now. Keep the leg bent. Take your right hand to the outside of that left leg. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Look at the back corner of your room or the side corner, rotating from the rib cage. My friends that like to go a bit deeper, draw your elbow down and rotate a little bit further. Continue that nice deep breath. Feeling that left outer thigh and glute work, the left quad, and then the rotation of our back. Come back up to the center, rotate around. Now we'll come back to goddess pose, turning your toes out to the corners of your mat. Bend both of your knees and press down into that deep squat, so plie squat. Bend your elbows like a W, pull the backs of your hand back, and feel your shoulder blades retract. Squeeze them together. So everything on the back half of the body and your back is squeezing together. Turn your tail down and really open those knees up. See if you can sink a little deeper. Woo, feeling those quads. Sometimes slowing exercises down make the exercises more difficult, don't they? That's true in the case of this one. Holding and breathing. One more time, please. Good, then we reach up to the sky. Turn your toes straight forward so they're lined up. Fold back over your legs. As far forward as you want. Remember, your hands can be on your thighs, shins, or the floor. Shake your head out. Relax your shoulders. Shimmy those shoulders a little bit. Walk it this time over to your left. Place your right hand on the outside of that left leg wherever you can reach and pull in. And switch sides. Come to the middle, bend your knees, flat back, cat stretch, roll up slowly through the back. Left foot, turn it. So now your feet look like 3 o'clock. Arms one front, one back, press into Warrior Two. Feel free to widen your stance if you need more of a challenge. Feel free to make your stance more narrow if the challenge is too great. Open the back arm, turn the tail down, lift up through your abs, set those shoulders down and breathe. Continue holding the legs. Turn your left palm to the sky. Reach that left arm all the way up, dropping your right arm back. Feeling the stretch through the left side of your rib cage. Good spine extension here. Inhale back to center. Straighten your front leg out. Shift your pelvis to the right. Reach to your left, lowering the left arm down, rolling open the right side of your torso. Remember, the rotation originates here at the hip. So rotate those ribs back, shoulder back, reaching high. However far down on your leg you'd like to come is up to you. Just make sure you keep your shoulders open however far down you go. So if those shoulders start to collapse on you, you're going to want to walk it back up a little bit and work on the rotation of opening first. One more breath, please. Then we'll inhale and rise. Keep the legs as is, but now reach your left arm to the sky. Your hips are still shifted to the right, so we feel this elongation in the left side of our torso. Relax that left shoulder, soften your eyes, and breathe. And release the arm down. Good. Soften your front knee, pick your back foot up and spin it back now. So now once again, the hips are facing straight ahead. Both legs are straight, abs in, tip or hip hinge forward, bringing your hands on any part of the leg that you can until you find your left hamstring. Reach out through the crown of your head, creating a nice flat back here, tipping that tailbone up. Breathe nice and deep in through your nose and out. Then if it feels good, try swaying your hips or windshield wiping your hips from side to side, and then hold it center and see if that got you a little deeper into that posture. Slowly ease on up out of that posture. Bend your front knee, lift your right leg. Arms out to the side, shift forward. Stay there if you need to with your toe kickstanded down. If you're able, pick your toe up, holding that. See how that feels. If you feel pretty steady there, begin to hip hinge forward until you feel the challenge. Reaching out through your back foot, elongate that leg and stretch it back and reach up and out through the crown of your head. And remember, if you start to lose your balance, ease back up carefully, find your focal point, reset, and try again. You're welcome also, if your balance is a little sketchy today, to go near a wall. One more breath, please. And then unhinge, come up, and shake it out. That's it for our standing stop. So it is shake those knees out a little bit, relax your hips. Then let's all take a deep breath. Reach the arms to the sky and forward fold over your legs. Bend your knees and come to a seated position. So we've come to the seated portion of our stretches today. Normally we do some prone work on our stomach, but we did a lot of extension in the standing work, so we don't need to do that today. Can you find your towel for me, please? And I want you to take your feet hip distance apart. So I'm going to once again turn sideways. You're going to take your towel or your strap and see if you can loop it around the bottom of your feet. And if you don't have a long enough one, then you're just going to hold on to your legs instead. But if you have the bottom of your feet, I want you to see if you can bend your elbows slightly and start to fold forward, but more of a fold from your hips than from the upper part of your back. So less cervical rounding, more flexing from the hips. Press the backs of your knees into the ground and really feel your hamstrings. In through the nose, please breathe. Exhale out. Inhale like you're saying ah. Exhale as if you're trying to say ha. H-A-ha. And if you feel that tension dissipate at any point, and you feel that stretch kind of go away, feel free to bend those elbows a little more and deepen the stretch until you feel it once again. Very nice. Release the towel for a moment, and I want you to take your right ankle and cross it to your left thigh if you can. Place your hands behind you, fingertips spin out, and then bend your left knee and try to sit up as tall as you can, and you'll feel that stretch through the outer glute and outer thigh of your right leg. And try to hold that stretch as much as possible, sitting up as tall as possible, bringing that foot in as close to your body as you can. Great job. Go ahead and take that foot down now and bring the bottoms of your feet together like we did at the beginning of class, but slide them in as close to your body as you can. Place your hands on your ankles, elbows on the inner thighs. Gently press those knees down towards the floor, feeling that stretch through your inner thigh. Nice work. Bring those knees back together. Let's take them back out in front of us. Find your towel one more time. We bend forward, flexing from the hips, bending those elbows if we can, pulling those toes back so that you'll also feel that in your calves. If you really pull those toes back, it also helps to stretch and open those muscles of your calves. So you should feel it there as well. Remember to try to lengthen your back rather than just rounding over today. Sometimes I just say round over, but today I want you to lengthen. Nice deep breath here. Try to exhale and melt a little bit more. Just breathe. Excellent. Release the towel. This time we'll cross our left ankle to our right thigh. Right hands come behind us. Bend the right knee. Push up to a straight spine, as straight as you can. Lifting up to the top of the head and down through our tail. Opening our knee to the side to feel that left glute and outer thigh. Fantastic. This time, crisscross your legs in front, finding this tall spine, palms down. I want you to arch the back now, opening up. Since we folded forward a couple times, let's open the front body here. Pull your shoulders back, looking up if it feels good for you, retracting your shoulder blades together. Nice job. Walk those hands in now, and we're going to take our legs out like a V. So it looks like this. Legs go out to the side. Find your sits bones. If you have your towel or strap handy, please grab it. Turn towards your right leg. Take a deep breath. Reach the arms up to the sky. Then exhale, fold over the legs. See again if you can pull. Reaching across, breathing in. Holding. Grab both ends of the towel in your right hand. Now extend your left arm up and over. Look back into the towel. Grab both ends, one in each hand. Reach back up to the sky. Turn your body to the left. Place it over the top or the bottom of your foot and hold. And again, if you don't have anything with you, you can always just grab your hamstring and fold if you need to. Nice deep breaths here. Grab both ends of the towel in your left hand and now reach your right arm up and over. Very nice, guys. Come up to center. Keep your towel, but let's roll it down. So please bend your knees, and we're going to finish on the floor where we started. Roll yourself down nice and slow, letting your head fold back down to the floor and relax. Just kind of shift your pelvis a little bit, see how good that feels on your lower back, and just kind of notice how different you feel from when we started class in this position. Then what I'd like you to do, take the towel in your hands, bend your right knee in, and see if you can put the towel around the bottom of your foot. And hold that. Left leg is either bent, or if you need a deeper stretch, you may choose to straighten it out if you like. Nice deep breath here. We really worked on stretching those hamstrings and, of course, your torso today. So hopefully you'll feel a little bit of ease or feel a little bit better in those areas of your body as the day progresses. I want you to take the towel and put it just in your right hand and let your left hand come to the floor. And then see if you can let your right leg open to the side, however far it will open without lifting your left glute, until you find that inner thigh stretch in your right leg. Keep the shoulders down and open to the sky. Good. Slowly ease that leg up. Keep holding it in, but now let it drift slightly past your face to the left. And you should find your piriformis right there. For those of you that have trouble in that bent knee position, bending your legs, and if you have tight hips, this is another way to stretch out the outer part of your glute and hip without having to bend that knee. And then let's all bend the knee and let your hand relax. So go ahead and shake your fingers out. Place your hands flat to the floor. We'll get the other side, but let's give our hand a little break here by lifting up into bridge pose. Squeeze your glutes up, relax your shoulders back, and this opens up our hip flexors. Go ahead and shift from side to side like a rope bridge swaying in the breeze. Come back to the center, hold, and then release it down. Reset the spine, and let's try the other side. Grab your towel, bend your left knee in, wrap that around the bottom of your foot and extend. Remember, if you don't have a towel or if this is too deep for you, the towel isn't long enough, of course you can do it without and just hold the back of your leg. Hopefully you've got one long enough. Remember, a belt or a strap, an old tie works too. Nice deep breaths here. Then grab the towel just in your left hand. Right arm out to the side, shoulder blade down. Let that left leg open however far your body will allow it without lifting your right glute off the ground. Finding a nice deep stretch in that left inner thigh. Come slowly back up to the center. Keep pulling it in for the hamstring stretch, but now let it drift slightly to your right. And again, you should feel that through that piriformis right there outside, right underneath that glute and down the outside of that leg. And of course, your hamstring is still stretching also. Very nice. Bring it to center, release the towel. You're done with the towel. Shake your fingers out, shift your hips. Let's pull back up into a bridge to release the hip flexors. Let your palms relax to the ground. Good, then slowly lower the hips. Bring your hands out like a T, palms up. Option 1, keep your feet down and just shift the legs, letting the feet roll to their sides. Tip your head, look to the left. We're going to do a variety of options. I want you to choose the one that feels right for you or go back to it as we progress. Legs come to center, same thing to the left. Drop the legs to the left, oscillate the head to the right. And if your back feels really tight today and this is a difficult stretch for you, you're welcome to stay with this option. Come back to center. For those of you that would like to make it a bit deeper, take the legs up one at a time, side by side, and now lower the legs at a right angle to your body to the right, looking to your left. Should you need a deeper stretch, take your right hand and press gently down on the outside of that left thigh. Head comes to center. If your legs are split, take one leg up at a time. Those of you in option 1, roll those knees back up, and then we'll take it to the other side. Last time for this posture, either in option A or B, and then of course if you're in option B, feel free to press against your thigh if you need more. Head comes to center, one leg lifts up at the same time. Everyone press both of your feet to the floor and knees together, slide your hands down, palms up. And then slowly open your knees to the side like a butterfly pose, pressing the bottoms of the feet together. Good care for our hips. Feel free to close your eyes. And just let those hips open, gently stretching the inner thighs. Let your fingers curl slightly in towards your palms. And let your thumbs graze the tips of each of your fingers, rolling them up and down. And then when it feels comfortable for you, pull your knees back together. You may remain there if that's better for your back, or if you can, I invite you to extend your legs all the way out into lying Savasana pose. Shimmy your hips a little bit, shake your toes out, relax the shoulders, give yourself a little shake, and then just let yourself melt down. Let your body feel heavy. Let it grab the ground underneath you. Close your eyes and lift your chin just a hair so your neck feels nice and long and lengthened. Let your eyelashes just barely touch your face, allowing your eyes to soften. Think about the lines we may or may not have in our forehead, and imagine them smoothing back towards your scalp. Coming around to your ears, let your ears relax. Let your cheeks soften and your jaw drop. When your jaw completely relaxes, your lips will separate. Take the tip of your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Let the back of your tongue press down so that you could imagine seeing the back of your throat look like an oval shape. And breathe in through your nose, feeling the air hit the back of your throat. And breathe out. Moving our way down our body, can you relax your shoulders? If you feel any tension there, kind of give them a little shake and try to let them release, finding more space between your ears and your shoulders. Feel where your elbows and the backs of your knuckles connect with the floor, and your fingers curl softly in. Imagine yourself holding on to a warm river rock, like in the hot stone massages. Slide that warm river rock in each of your palms and feel your fingers curl around that warmth. Now I want you to imagine the space between your shoulders, right across your chest. And imagine as you inhale, your heart smiling, a smiley face from your right shoulder to your left shoulder. And as you breathe in, feel that smile, feel that joy that you bring inside of you. And as you breathe in, picture warm, bright energy, happy, kind energy. Happy and kindness into your heart and into your soul. And now come down to your hips. Can you relax your glutes? If you feel yourself tensing, shake your hips out. And then just like your shoulders, draw a line from your right hip to your left hip. And as you breathe in, picture that smiley face. Happy hips, right? Let your thighs soften. Shake them out if you need to. Feel where the backs of your knees are relaxed and maybe lifted slightly off the ground, a small space there. Feel the calves relaxed. Feel a small space maybe under your ankle. Letting your toes Wiggle your toes a little bit, shaking out from the bottom to the front. And then just let them release. And imagine those warm stones that were in your hand now pressing down through the arches of your feet. Feel that warm, gentle pressure massaging the bottoms of your feet. And once again, as you breathe in, I want you to breathe in joyful energy into a kind heart. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, slowly wake your legs up and draw your feet in one at a time, allowing your lower back to soften. And then when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and roll over to your right shoulder, keeping your heart open on your left side. Take a breath or two there if you need to. Gently, when you feel ready, your head has had time to adjust, push yourself up. Take your time coming out of Savasana. If you rush it, you will get dizzy, right? Because it's such a quick shift. So we want to make that shift slow. Bring your hands up to your thighs when you're ready. And just roll your shoulders back a few times. And then allow yourself to stretch your neck, roll your head from side to side. And then when it feels right, lift your head to center, looking straight ahead. Soften your gaze. Please join me with a deep breath. Extend your arms to the sky. And then exhale it out. And again, as we inhale, joyful energy, reaching up to the sky, holding your hands together. Bring that joy down to a kind heart. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Namaste. Have a great day. Thank you.